Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon. Okay. As usual, let's wait 60 seconds. Normally, we have to allow at least 60 seconds to people to join. Okay, there you go. Today, we're going to talk about advanced digital marketing, advanced practical digital marketing strategies, framework, tactics. Not everything is the same word, entirely different. We're going to learn about these three verticals, and I'm going to tell you how you can learn all these tactics to implement in your practical life. And if you're working for a company as a digital marketer, how you can create this framework and implement in your professional life. In case if you're a freelancer, you want to build your own empire like digital marketing companies or digital marketing agencies, then you can apply these strategies in your business. Without any further delay, let me share the screen. Guys, are you excited to see what we are going to discuss by today? There you go. Let me give you a short brief about what happened earlier. Which means I have started my first personal coaching program in 2017 with 7 number of people from Bologna. That is the first practical digital marketing program that I started. And all these 7 students having been trained by myself are now employed with different companies, multiple companies, and their progress seems really great. And the second batch I started in 2019 with almost 16 people. Out of 16, 11 people now they are working as a digital marketing strategist, brand managers, and rest of them are working as a freelancer. And 3 people they have started their own digital marketing business. Now, today I want to talk about what does it mean the practical digital marketing. It is important. What's the difference between the practical digital marketing and theoretical digital marketing that you are learning from an institute? So let's see the difference. Practical digital marketing, it's all about kind of case studies. So which means if you know the definition of digital marketing, then you know how to do a presentation. But if you know exactly how you can implement a framework for a specific company, specific product, this is all about practical stuff. So which means you're not going to teach, you will implement. You're not going to advise to others, this is how you can do. Because I'm not saying that is not good, that is perfectly fine. But this module, especially for the people who really want to uplift their career, they want to transform their business model to make it good to great. That's all about practical digital marketing, one-on-one coaching. And why I wanna talk about coaching instead of just teaching. Teaching, again, guys, I will give you a disclaimer. This is not against any institute. This is not against, I'm saying that you don't want to learn about digital marketing from any of the institute or online program. That is completely fine. If you really want to know about the definition of digital marketing, how you can create a basic framework, that's completely fine to join for an online program. Or physical, you can join for a physical digital marketing institute to harness the knowledge in order to improve your digital marketing skill set. But however, when it comes to coaching, this is all about practical. A person who well aware about the digital marketing or any certain skill set, here he will convey the knowledge that he gained within the experience. So that's the difference between teaching and coaching. And let me give you a definition of the mentoring. So mentoring, it's not about advising. So there's a misunderstand, there's a misconception when it comes to mentoring. So people used to think mentoring, it's all about advising. It is not advising. Mentoring, it's all about passing the experience, giving a right direction. So which means a mentor, he can learn from even from the mentee. Mentee, he's getting the knowledge and direction, kind of guidance from a mentor. So likewise, we're gonna blend these three different skills within the program. We're gonna add all these three different skills throughout this 1.5 month advanced digital marketing framework. So I'm gonna ask you few questions, but before we start the 10 the basic criteria questions, I want to make sure, I want to ask you guys, be very authentic yourself, because you need to ask these 10 questions in order to understand exactly where you are. Because if you're not going to confess yourself, definitely you're not going to grow. In order to improve, in order to become the best, first thing, we need to admit our mistakes. We need to admit where we are lacking. We need to realize, and also wholeheartedly, we need to confess ourselves, saying we barely need to dive deeper. So with that, I'm going to ask you for the next 15 minutes, please keep your mobile in a flight mode, stay focused, ask these 10 questions yourself, but please be polite, please be very authentic when you're answering yourself. So which means if you're going to defend yourself saying, hey, I know everything, I have already learned it, this is something basic for me, I know better than this. If you're going to say, if you're going to defend yourself immediately, which means you will remain the same position that you're having right now. So that's the thing. I'm giving you a fair warning. Please benchmark yourself. In order to benchmark, you need to confess. So these are the 10 questions I'm going to ask you. Are you still chasing a digital marketing institute to get the certification in order to start your career? So are you still following online courses? Say an example, Digital Garage, Coursera, Linta, and you can name it. Are you still adding more and more and more certifications under your belt? Still, you are following digital marketing companies and digital marketing institutes in order to get the certifications rather than improving your practical experience. If your answer is yes, that's completely fine. I'm not saying this is wrong. At least you have started. At least you have taken your first step. Congratulations for that. At least you did. You need to congratulate yourself first. And now my question is, what you have learned from the institute, are you still able to develop? Are you still able to create a framework by yourself to actually drive a revenue for your company or for your business? Do you have such skill? Have you gained that skill from online courses and from the institute that you studied? Now you can market. So which means, as we discussed earlier, you have to confess, you have to market, you need to answer yourself. If your answer is 100% yes, put it as yes. And I'm going to ask you one more question. If you're chasing the social media deals, what does it mean that? If you look at the groups, you may find out, you have seen there are people, they will ask like, I'm looking for a freelancer to develop a website. I'm looking for a designer or UI engineer, a UI UX developer designer to do these things. If you're chasing, saying, hey, I inboxed you, PM me. If you're doing that stuff, which means you already gained a skill from the institute, you have already followed a lot of courses through online digital marketing courses. If you're still chasing your customer through the social media, ask this question, what the hell that you have done? If you really honed your practical skill, you're not going to chase your customer through the social media, because you know exactly how you can improve, how you can develop new product, how you can sell, market, and grow. But if you learn about definition of digital media, digital marketing, then you are right. You still wanted to chase the customer through the social media. So exactly that's what this is what you're doing because you have studied what is digital marketing, but you don't know how to implement it. Make sense? Yes. And sometimes we used to say, hey, I'm a professional digital marketer. I know exactly what is link building. I know exactly how to drive traffic from the social media. We used to say that. But when it comes to talking with professionals, talking with the professional digital marketer, do you know the basic abbreviations? When it comes to the basic abbreviations for the SEO, inbound marketing, social media marketing, conversion rate optimization, emotional marketing, and experience marketing. These are the very basic abbreviations we always use. TF, SERP, CPM, ACV. Okay, now you're scolding me, Saranyan. Be polite, be simple. Why are you putting some exaggeration? Why are you using jargon words? Actually, you're wrong. That is not a jargon word. That is not jargon. It is a very basic term that we, each and every digital marketer, are using their day-to-day life. TF means trust flow. DA means domain authority. CF means the SERP means search engine results pages. CPM means cost per margin. ACV, average cart value. Likewise, these are the basic terms that we are using in the digital marketing vertical. But if you learn about digital marketing, even if you are still scolding Sharanyan, saying, hey, you're using jargon word, which means I'm not wrong, you. Because you studied what is digital marketing. You didn't study practically how you can implement it. Because if you know practical stuff, these are the very basic term, even you will use it. And if you're still chasing the top experts in the digital marketing like SEO, especially in SEO, Neil Patel, Ryan Fiskin, all these Vladimir, through their inbox, which means you still a learner. Of course, learning is very important. You have to update every day because digital marketing is not a static learning platform, learning business model, learning stuff. Digital marketing, it's all about you have to update every day because there are new things gonna come. It is not an MBA to just complete 3.5 years and follow for next 10 years. No, digital marketing is a very practical stuff which you have to blend it. In order to deliver the result, you have to update each and every day what is new, and learning is not going to enough. You have to experiment it. What you learn, if there's a new algorithm released by Google, simply you can write it, but writing, experimenting, it's totally different. So if you look at the recent update, the Vital Core update, there are a lot of articles about Core Vital update, but nobody's talking about the conclusion, the verdict part, how you can sustain, how you can get back to your site, how you can get the results back. So these things can be done if you know the practical stuff. So that's what I'm talking. I'm not complaining about learning about definition. That is really, really important because at least you have taken the first step. That's why I said, congratulations, you did something really best rather than just talking about digital marketing is bullshit. You made it. Now it's time to make yourself, elevate your skill set, level up your professional skill set to the next level. And still, if you're asking people from the Facebook group, saying, if someone is posting, hey, I'm trying to sell a Facebook fan page with, it has more than 1 million fans. If someone is posting, hey, I do have a monetized YouTube account with more than 4,000 views, 40,000 views already passed. And if someone is trying to sell an AdSense account, verified AdSense account, if you're still chasing, if you're still asking, which means the person who know exactly how to get 1 million fan within 3 months, he is not going to sell that page for $250. A person who knows exactly how to monetize the YouTube account, he is not going to sell for just $50. A person who knows the worth of verified AdSense account, he's not going to sell that account instead of monetizing. So which means you're still chasing the groups asking, hey, tell me the price, PM me the price, I'm interested. So which means you have no idea, even you don't know exactly how to verify. I'm not saying all these selling strategies, selling pages, products are bad. They are authentic page. For the 1 million fan page is not going to sell for $250. It's worth more than $10,000. My point is here, if someone is trying to sell a fan page with 1 million fans, the price should start from 5,000. That is the minimum, $5,000. I'm strongly recommend you to ask them to send an insight where you can verify where the demography data and the likes which is coming and the post virality and everything that you can verify. But if you ask a person who are selling $250 for a 1 million but the fan page, the fans which is already liked on the page, he's not going to reveal the insights very rarely. So likewise, if you know the practice, if you know if you have the practical experience, you're not going to burn it. You're not going to chase the people. What you will do, you will build your own empire. So that's what I'm talking. Why are you chasing people? Why can't you hone your skill, hone your knowledge and skill set? Why can't you do it yourself? That's what I'm asking. Because every successful people, they become the giant, they become an icon, they become the best of the best using just one formula. That is why. Why? Ask this question, why? When you started asking why and what and how, these three mantras will make you in a different level. You can elevate yourself for the next level. So what does it mean that when you say next level, it's not the hypothetical, it's not a big stuff. It's all about you are upgrading at least 1% or 0.0001% a day from what you had yesterday. That's all about, I'm saying, in my definition of next level, you are not doing the same thing what you did yesterday. If you're doing something better than the yesterday, it is the next level. And point number 8, you have the knowledge to build a website and you know how to create the funnels and strategies, but you don't know how to market it. So there are a lot of questions I used to answer. The entrepreneurs are the people who always see a solution when they see a problem. That is their mindset. This is how you can identify your DNA. Say an example, wherever you see a problem, your mindset always see as a solution. You're not going to see this as a problem. Only the people who are in the corporate, I'm not saying it's bad or wrong. I'm talking about the mindset. Whenever a corporate person, a person who are always validating people with a net worth means the currency value, are the people who always see challenges as a problem. For the entrepreneurship mindset, people who are seeing the problem for their eye, for their mindset, that is not a problem. That's a challenge. That's an opportunity for them. If you see this is an opportunity, then you have the DNA. If you see this is a problem, it's a big problem, and your mind is not sparking with a solution, which means you are a typical person, an average person. It doesn't mean you are low or you are bad. You are a person. I'm just giving you a definition. I'm just giving you to get to know the difference between the entrepreneur and the typical and the corporate person. That's all. I'm not saying there's villains and heroes. It's all about the definition. Again, this is my point of view. I mean, you have your own point of view. And this is very, very interesting. Trust me, guys. There are a lot of people, I have seen people, they still saying, I want to become a digital marketer. I saw a person and through my LinkedIn, he approached me in 2016, Anna, how can I become a digital marketer? Can you teach me? I want to become a digital marketer. And just 1 week back, I simply published a video about I'm starting a private one-on-one coaching. He reached me out saying, Anna, I want to start at least now. So which means he didn't start that yet. I don't want to complain about the people why they didn't start, because they have their own circumstances, they have their own problem situations. But if you look at your progress, you're not able to do that. Why? Because it's all about the mindset. It's all about the people who are surround you. why we are not able to become the best of the best. Why? Because we surrounded with not wrong people, the people who always love to be an average, people who really don't want to take risk on their life. So what does it mean that risk? Do you think Saranian doesn't face any risk? Look at other people. If you look at my circle, I do have 5,000 fans, but if you look at the connections, not everyone is going to like me. Not everyone is not really happy about the growth. Not everyone is pleased with the way of my tone, and we really don't care. Likewise, they have their own opinion. There's no good and bad. For them, the way of their opinion, the way that they look at me, it's different. If you look at me, I'm using a cap. 2 days back, I got a message from my Facebook asking, "Hey bro, why are you using cap while you're doing presentation in your cabin?" I simply smiled and said, "Why it is bothering you? Why it is a matter for you?" Because I feel uncomfort. You are using cap. You barely don't use cap when you're working in your company. I simply said, it's all about personal branding. Putting cap, it's not going to brand myself. But I feel really great because this is how I can make myself different. At least I grab your attention. That's all about it. Doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative, but at least you reached me out. You reached me out on asking. That's all about the intention. And even I said, are you looking for a context? Have you seen the context or content? You really don't talk about the point what I emphasized. You are talking about my presence. You're talking about my cap. You're talking about the way that I'm looking on the screen. But you're not focusing on the context. The context, it's all about digital marketing. The context, all about joining this program to elevate, up level, upskill your knowledge and capacity. But he don't bother about it. He only focusing on the content. That's a different content, and the context is different. So it doesn't mean he's bad. The way that he's looking at me is different. So that's it, nothing else. And coming back to the topic, if you're a solo founder, a freelancer, and why you're not able to grow, because you have your own trust issues. So let me tell you a story. I think I still remember 2.5 back, there's one of the best person whom I admire myself, because he's very humble and he's very passionate person, but he's an introvert. In my perspective, he's an introvert. He really hate to go public, and he's having a trust issues, not trusting people. Okay, I told him, hey, Mr. A, you have a great skill. Why can't you start as a company, start a new company, and give an opportunity for the people where you can replicate like you to others? He replied me, Anna, if I start a company, what will happen? These people will steal my idea. These people will burn my time. I want to spend my time to train these people. And anyway, what I'm earning right now, it's 100% profit or loss to me. But if I'm hiring people, they are doing or not, they're working or not, I have to pay them. So I simply said, whatever you said, it's correct. But there's a time for everything. You're earning huge, that's completely fine. But if you go and ask bank loan from the bank, doesn't matter you're earning 5 million, they are not going to give you a loan. Why? Because they will ask you what's your position. Even though you are not able to tell to the public, general public, saying, I'm a freelancer, I'm earning 5 million per month. Because at the end of the day, your relatives, your society is going to ask you, going to judge you. You're a person with no identity at all. Doesn't matter you're earning 10,000 or 50,000. You need to have your own title. You're working for someone or you start your own business. These two things that you have to stay. Being a freelancer is completely fine. I started my career as a freelancer. That's completely fine. But there's a time that you have to pivot. You have to change. You have to elevate. Because it's all about legacy. Just imagine why I'm doing this. Most of the people, they used to misjudge me, asking Saranian is doing for with a big reason behind it. When I'm starting an initiative without expecting anything, there are people, they will come and say to not to me, to my friends, saying, hey, this A is starting. A means the meaning. This A is starting and doing something. This is really bullshit. He's having a big reason behind it, because he's a business person not giving anything free. He's having a mindset. He's doing something against it. So I don't argue with these people because they are thinking in that way. But if you look at their background, still they're struggling. Still they are not able to possess themselves, because I'm really uncomfortable for them, because whatever I'm doing, and sometimes they are true. Why? Because these people are the motivation. These people are the great motivation for me, because they used to misjudge me and they used to advise me, saying, Saranyan, whatever you're doing, and don't give it free, because I'm a selfish. I'm giving this free for you guys. Why? Because before I leave from this world, I want to leave my legacy, which means I want to make more and more Sharanians. I want to make at least 10 times, 5 times better than me. Because if I'm not exist in the world, at least you will say, hey, I've been trained by this guy. He's not exist, but I've been trained by this guy. If you look at Mind Valley founder Vishen, he used to talk about Silva method. So Silva is not in the world. He's exist. He's expert. But still, Vishen, he's still giving the credit for Silva because he created Vishen. He's the person created Vishen. So if you're complaining about Saranyan saying Saranyan having a behind the scene agenda, Saranyan having a personal agenda, Saranyan is doing for personal benefit, I agree with you. I do have my personal benefit. I'm selfish. I confess. Only what I'm asking, whatever you're learning from Saranya, please don't sell it, but give it free to others. Implement in your life. Make yourself best. Do something better for others rather than earning and eating yourself. I mean, this is something really weird. If you are a freelancer, you are earning and continuously you are sustaining yourself, is not really a nice way of living. If you are earning something, if you are doing something better, please always take a first step to elevate others as well. So that's all about it. So now you have seen these 10 points, these 10 points you can benchmark yourself. And like I said before, be very authentic. Don't defend it. Confess. This is how I elevated myself. This is how I improved myself. Because I confessed. Instead of complaining, I confessed, saying, hey, I didn't grow. I made a mistake in my life. I hang out with wrong people. Wrong people means they are not wrong. Maybe their lifestyle, not related to me. They are perfectly fine, but not suitable for my lifestyle, my goal, my visions. Because I strongly believe each and every one of you are having a different lifestyle. You have your way of thinking is different, way of working is different. So likewise, compare all these 10 points within your lifestyle, what you have achieved so far, that's completely fine. But are you still lacking? Are you still chasing your clients through the social media? PM me, send me a PM, I will PM you, send me your mail. No, don't do that. If you have the skill, you don't have to chase people. Let the people to chase you. This is what I'm doing. Trust me, guys. If you look at my company, I don't chase customers. I really don't chase customers. I always let the customers to come to me. I spend my time to review the customer requirement, and I will tell them this is my requirement. If I want to work with you, these are the terms that you have to follow. I'm not arrogant. I don't have head wide. But when it comes to my commitment, my product, my quality, my result, I'm very authentic. Because I always think from the result perspective. Say an example, if you ask me to deliver a framework for your business, for the digital marketing framework, what I will look at, how I can add more value for your growth. If you're hiring a digital marketing company, if the company is not able to deliver the result, if the company is not able to double or triple your revenue, that's not a digital marketing company. If they are delivering a bunch of reports, which means that you can get it from online, report is not going to make any sense. Only the result. Whatever the decision that you're taking, only the result will define who you are. If someone is hating you with no reason, which means actually you're doing something good. Trust me in this case. Because we hate Apple product with no reason. I'm using Apple iPhone X. I hate Apple. If you ask me why, no reason. Because it's very complicated for me, but it's really easy. I mean, for the Apple people who are using Apple product, they have the creativity and the productivity level comparing the Windows user and Apple user, Mac users is double. I'm not saying statistics says, but we are really uncomfort to commit with which we are not familiar because this is something really high performance. We are not really okay to go ahead with that because we feel uncomfort. I'm using that phone only for the photographs. I'm not using that phone for the calls or data anything. So likewise, everyone having their own way of thinking, way of working, way of using the devices on prime. So these are the 10 questions I want to ask you guys. Please be very polite, be very authentic yourself because if you're still chasing your customer, if you're not able to start your own business, if you're still um, living yourself as a freelancer, which means somewhere you're not getting the right direction. I don't want to complain about you. It's all about your circle. If your friends are not saying, hey man, you are doing something terrible, you have to move it in this way. If your friend is saying, hey, quit smoking, quit drinking, and make yourself productive, they're the best friend. If your friend is scolding you, slapping you for the good reason, keep them. If someone is telling you that, hey, get into this party, get into these things, I'm not saying bad, but that is not the right circle for the people who are growing, people who really want to grow. So get to know your circle. Like I said before, there's no good, there's no bad. Get to know exactly the right circle where you can hang out. Okay, so let me dive into the content part. And so what's the what exactly what does it mean the advanced practical digital marketing program? What does it mean that? So it's a 6 phase of 3 weeks online practical coaching program developed by myself as well as two other co-founders who are running a successful digital marketing companies in Europe as well as in USA. So we three developed this module. We are not going to send you any PDF. We will only reveal the case studies. We're gonna open our email and we're gonna ask you to just read the email, how we started talking, how we closed all these deals, and how we managed the negotiation, how we initiate them to join our meetings, and how we created the proposal, the best proposal, how to create the best proposal, and everything that you're going to learn practically. We are not going to teach you. We are not really good at teaching. If you look at all the entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, so these people are the actionable people. If you ask them how you built it, they are not really good at that because everyone having a unique skill and unique power in when it comes to executions. What you're going to learn. So this module is suitable for the people who really want to start their own digital marketing companies from the scratch. And if you're working as a digital marketer, this is a program. It's suitable for in order to improve your skill set. You can hone your skill throughout this entire 3 months program. And if you're working as a freelancer, of course, this module will help you to elevate your skill set, improve your skill set where you can upsell and cross-sell your product and services to your customers. And you know the difference between the company and agency. The company will create product for the profitable purpose. Agency normally used to work with B2Bs. Company used to work with, when it comes to digital marketing vertical, company used to work with B2C, end users. So you can create even agencies. We turned as a B2B company because we are working with other digital marketing companies. So other digital marketing companies, they used to get clients. They will simply pass the client detail to us. We will deliver, we will take care of the execution part, which means we are the people behind the success. And you will become a professional digital marketer and all online marketing channel. You're not going to learn about SEO. You're not just going to learn about social media marketing. You will learn about something really advanced. So these are the tools that we're gonna learn throughout these 3 months modules. And these are the 6 phases. I told you, these are the 6 phases that we're gonna learn when it comes to advanced digital marketing, advanced practical digital marketing. Let me dive deeper. What does it mean that advanced digital marketing? I'm going to cover these 6 modules: professional online marketing research, how to do the proper market research, I mean, you know how to do a market research offline, but when it comes to online, there's a structure, there's a framework that we have to follow. It is not about the 6 pieces that you are doing on typical market research. We're gonna dive deep about where, how, and how to validate your report, how to validate, where to get the data, how to validate the data, and how we can map the data specifically for the product and target market, especially for the departments. And you're going to learn about analytics, market plan development, and you have the data. Now we need to do the analytical part. So which means creating a roadmap, creating a funnel, creating a milestones and tasks. And then once you have those framework, you're going to develop a actionable market plan through the digital marketing process. And say an example in the market plan, we're going to talk about escalation policies, workflow, and all these modules. Because when it comes to the digital marketing, it is all about result. The client, he really don't care about what are the strategies that you're using and what kind of report that you're delivering every month. He only wanted to know, are you able to double or triple my investment, my revenue? Say an example, if client is paying you 1 million, you need to have the ability to make the client generating 2 million or 3 million throughout your efforts. If you're not able to deliver that, you study digital marketing, but you don't know how to develop it, how to deliver the result. So we're going to learn about advanced search engine optimization strategies. We are not going to cover just typical on-page, but we're going to dive deep about the advanced on-page strategies. We're going to learn about the conversion rate optimization factors. We're going to learn about advanced link building strategies. What are the link building strategies? How to acquire the great backlinks from the newsworthy platforms. How to feature your links and all these things that we're going to learn. And website optimization, when it comes to site optimization, what are the funnels that we have to use? How to get the data and how to measure the data and how you can take the right decision when it comes to analyzing your visitors. And these metrics that we're going to learn, dive deeper. And advanced link backlink building, advanced link acquisition strategies. So in backlink building, you can do it through the link building process. But link acquisition, it's like you're gonna do a guest posting, not the typical blog, but something really advanced news sites like a HL1 magazines, Techinesia, Entrepreneur.com, Forbes, likewise. And not only that, 32% of the local, 18% of the local search results always coming from image search. And 41%, I mean, 2019 data, 41% of the search traffics are coming from videos. And mobile, it's whooping. It's like more than 60%. So we're going to learn about image SEO, video SEO, which means YouTube SEO, and mobile, which means mobile optimization, how to do the mobile optimization, and local search optimization. Say an example, when you're searching salon nearby me, you will see a listing which contains mobile number, direction, images, reviews. This is what we call as a local GMP, Google My Business. This is where you can manage it. We're going to learn about how you can rank your client local search. And the second module, omnichannel marketing. Omnichannel marketing is something really trending. I mean, if you ask me, Sarani, can you be very honest? Digital marketing is already obsolete from 2017-18 onwards. Now it's all about performance marketing. Omnichannel marketing, it's widely used by the large corporates when it comes to growth hacking. So they have just one goal in order to maximize their revenue. That is their goal. In order to maximize their revenue, they want to keep the clients engaged. They want to improve the CLV, customer lifetime value. In order to gain that, omnichannel marketing is the right strategy, right framework where you can engage with your existing and newly onboarded customer. And we're going to learn about marketing automation, how to build your digital workflow, and we're going to learn about social media automation. I'm not going to teach about how to do social media marketing. You can learn this from Udemy or Coursera, but I'm going to talk about how to create a workflow for the social media when it comes to social media engagement, how to maximize your customer happiness and referral rate, and also their engagement with your company, with your community. And we're going to learn about influential marketing strategies. Say an example, When it comes to your brand and your personal brand, your product brand, your company brand. So, what are the factors we need to focus when it comes to negative or positive influential marketing? And also, we're going to learn about relationship build. What does it mean that relationship build? So, say an example, you're onboarding your customer, a new customer. So the wheel is started. So which means he's going to buy your product, and then he's expecting the result. Result mean an experience. Sales mean, in my opinion, it's an experience. The consumer, he wanted to consume as much as possible for what he paid for. So we're going to learn about the relationship build and marketing. We can I don't want to use these words like a sales, marketing. Instead of, we can replace. Sales is all about solving problem, adding value. Marketing all about improving your customer experience, how you can do better. And the final, the relationship, which means the customer. If your customer is going to be an advocate for your brand, which means you can call this as a customer. People used to say if someone is buying your product, they are your customer. No, actually they are not your customer. They are just a user. They simply consumed it. But customer means the people who can advocate, people who can become an advocate for your brand and product, who can vouch you are the customer. And growth hacking in digital analytics, that's third module. We're going to learn about advanced growth hacking strategies, which mean in order to understand the advanced the consumer behavior, the economics. Say an example, you can't just simply sell a Nike shoe in Colombo for $499, but the same price it is already exists in Singapore. The same Nike shoe, 499 SGD in Singapore, but in Sri Lanka, it's just 149. So we're going to understand about the behavioral economics when it comes to pricing, the product pricing. So you can't just simply add a pricing, define a pricing with your overheads, operational cost, and your profit margin. There are a lot of factors. There are a lot of important factors that we need to focus when it comes to pricing. We're going to learn about that. And also the consumer psychology. The biggest problem what I saw from the Sri Lankan marketing context, they create product based on their likes and beliefs. They forget about their consumers' needs and wants. They do market research, but when it comes to research and data, they forget to validate exactly how the consumer is going to use the product and what are the expected outcome. Because they are putting everything, they are creating a product for an entire market, not a specific market. So we're going to dive deeper. Say an example, if you want to sell a product, for, especially for Jaffna, that has to be different based on the culture, based on the consumer behavior. Likewise, we're going to learn, dive deep about it. And web, mobile, digital analytics are different, totally different. We're going to learn about web analytics, mobile analytics, and digital analytics. Growth hacking framework. So there is no predefined framework when it comes to growth hacking. It's all about if you know exactly what is growth hacking, if you're going to learn about the practical way of building funnels and framework, you know exactly how you can build your own framework. Because now what I'm doing, I'm creating frameworks for the largest corporates. They are simply asking me, Sonyan, for the Q4, quarter three and quarter four, can you develop a marketing framework, growth framework for us? So this is what I'm doing. I'm creating a framework. I'm asking them to onboard their sales team, marketing team. I'm training these people. I'm just creating a workflow for them. I'm adding their supervisor in the escalation milestone. Simply, they are completing their task. They are seeing the profit and the result. This is what I'm doing because these people are not wrong. They have the great brain. They have the great ability. They have the perfect knowledge. Only problem, the guidance. They don't know how to travel. They don't know how to travel to get the journey, get the best out of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just simply guiding. They know exactly how to travel. I'm just simply guiding them throughout my framework. And we're going to learn about product performance optimization. It's product development, product management, product optimization, and product performance analysis is different. Four different verticals. We're going to learn about it. And the fifth, consumer journey. This is one of my favorite part. When you're onboarding your customer, when someone is buying your product, when someone is purchasing your vehicle, your product, which means that this is where the relationship is getting started. That most of us, what we think, when you sell your product, that's it. No, this is where you are starting your relationship. We're going to learn about it, how you can make your client to become one of your loyal customer, loyal advocate for your company to maximize the revenue. When I bought my KTM from the DPMC, what I did, simply they sold me the bike. I simply started not promoting, writing stories about how to maintain your bike, what are the recommended loops for the KTM 390 chains. I started writing about it. So because of me, there are a lot of people they purchased throughout me. I simply referred these people. I didn't sell. I didn't get any commission. I didn't ask because I became an influencer. So likewise, it's all about consumer journey and experience. Because constantly DPMC asking me, Savin, how can I improve the quality of your service? How can I improve the quality of your experience? So likewise, when you're onboarding a customer, we need to have a strategy and roadmap to make the client feel great. And data monetization, we're gonna learn about it. And this is one of my very favorite part, the conversion rate optimization. When it comes to conversion rate optimization, people, I mean, you have seen there are writers, there are a lot of writers, they are talking about SEO copywriting, SEO writing. But trust me, guys, when it comes to copywriting, there are words, there are like power words. We have to use it when it comes to integration, copywriting integration. Even though in the writing scenario, there are a lot of ways: article writing, copywriting, ghost writing, Web 2.0 writing, blog writing, PR writing, and technical writing, business writing. So almost 13 different writing strategy roadmap that we have to follow. And these need to be integrated. So we're going to learn about it. And also storytelling. It is very, very important. Gone are the days, even the corporates turned. If you look at the largest corporates, if you look at the Singtel, if you look at their website, they are not biased. They are not writing, we are the leading telco in Singapore. They didn't write that. They simply started with a very humble tone. We started in this way, and we are more into the customer centric. People love to hear the story, no? Why are you always watching Big Boss? Because we love to see other people problem. So likewise, if you know how to create a story, that will work a lot, because it's all about inspiring people. Motivation, it's just a temporary thing, but inspiration will last forever. We're going to learn about storytelling grids, and we're going to learn about lead nurturing. So which means how you can get the right lead. It's not about getting opt-in box. We're going to learn about how you can actually get the right lead, and authority development for your product, for your brand, as well as for yourself. And building a community around you. This is very, very important part. Say an example, I've been appointed by one of the Fortune 500 company to manage their entire tribe. Tribe means community. If you look at Adobe.com, they have a large forum. If you look at Linux, they have a large forum. If you look at the largest platform like Microsoft and the mobile platforms, they have their own forums. But if you look at in Sri Lankan context, yes, we don't. We're only managing the Facebook pages. So you have to build a community around you. These clients will become your advocate. What you can do, you can simply integrate your company staffs within the community. So these people will become an advocate, and instead of focusing on 8 to 5 work, what they will do, they will start engaging with your customers. So which means your company brand visibility, productivity, performance, customer satisfaction, customer engagement will grow naturally. We're going to learn about it, and how to monetize and how to scale together. I'm not saying how to monetize your product, your growth. I'm saying how to monetize and scale together, you and your client. This is very important. If you're not able to grow your client, he don't have the capacity to pay you back. If you really want to grow, if you want to sell your product, you want to make sure your customer also growing. Say an example, if he's obtaining your product for 10,000 rupees, if you want to make sure he's getting at least 30,000, then only he can pay you the next month 10,000. So don't just push your product to purchase by someone. Make your client grow. He will become your loyal customer. We're going to learn about it. Internet marketing and performance optimization. I'm not talking about the typical link building or selling services. I'm talking about how you can build your online reputation, when it comes to internet marketing. And there's a framework that we have to follow, and how you can create your digital product, how to build and how to create your own ebook to sell. Maybe you have a question, Sarani. Have you sold any product online? Have you sold any? Have you published any book? Look at me. My name is Sharanya. I do have my own trades. I'm working for largest corporates. I'm working for biggest and most famous authors. So which means I'm responsible for their sales and conversion. So which means whenever they published a new book, they simply hire us. They simply pay us to promote their books and the products. So I'm responsible for their conversion. Likewise, I know how to promote a book, a digital product. So I'm gonna exactly tell you how you can create your own frameworks. And we're gonna learn about online funnel building. Um, Gone are the days like building about us, contact us, and the vision, mission, objectives pages. But now it's all about story because people they don't have time to read all your stuff. We want to display exactly what your client need. We want to display exactly what your stakeholders wanted to see. We're gonna learn about all these stuffs like upsell, cross sell, OTO, customer lifetime value optimization, average cut value optimization, these things that we're gonna learn. And if you're working as a freelancer or you're doing a micro job outsourcing, that's completely fine. I will tell you how you can become a mediator. I simply stopped my AdSense. My AdSense was banned 6 years back. I stopped my Fiverr account 5 years back because I felt that is not a different thing. Even though I used to earn around at least $250 to $300 a day. But why I stopped, there's a reason for that. I already published on my Facebook about that. So now what I'm doing, I'm simply helping the freelancers who are working on freelance.com, Upskills, Fiverr, where they can simply plug other outsourcers to sell their product or manage their product, manage their operations. So you will learn about it. And when it comes to digital marketing, you have a great chance where you can join with partners. We call this as a JVs, joint ventures. Say an example, you are going to create a new product or digital product or book. Simply there's a platform. There are a lot of platforms where you can find out partners, which means they will give you $200, $500, $1,000. When you're generating profit, you're going to split the profit based on their investment. It is not a typical angel or VC investment. So it's like a very simple term. With a one swipe email, you can get a JV offers. You're going to learn about it. This is one of my favorite part, digital leadership and digital evangelism. So what does it mean that digital leadership? For the corporate people, they will ask like, what the hell is that? So digital leadership is all about becoming an authority for a specific niche. Digital evangelism, becoming an advocate for a niche. Let me repeat that again. Digital leadership, it's all about becoming an authority for a specific niche. Digital evangelism, becoming an advocate for a specific niche. Authority and advocate, both are different terms, both are different fields, both will drive and deliver different results. We're going to learn about it, how to do the proper niche research and how you can build your authority and your reputation, but authentically, without using any heinous brand building strategies. We're going to learn about digital leadership roadmap, how you can create your own roadmap, how you can build your KPIs, and how you want to manage your lifestyle. And when it comes to digital, when it comes to your personal life, we're going to learn about it. And mindset and lifestyle. Trust me in this scenario, guys. Mindset is everything. Um, why I'm telling you, because you're going to learn everything, but if you don't have the proper mindset in order to pursue your dream, in order to deliver, in order to build and deliver and deploy, you will fail. What we learn from institute, what we have learned 3.5 years from the university, is it still helping you? Of course, it's helping you 50%, but is it really helping you in practically? Ask this question. Likewise. And finally, becoming a authority, and you're going to rule the industry. So which means when it comes to SEO, when it comes to digital marketing, when it comes to LinkedIn, when it comes to your product like a Fiverr or freelancer, you will become a person. People will remember your name. So how you can build that? There's no secret, guys. There is no framework. You have to improve your skill set. You have to learn which others don't learn. You have to experiment which others say it's bullshit. If others say it's a bullshit, you have to experiment it, because for them it's bullshit. For you, it's a gold mine. And finally, you're going to build your own kingdom. And of course, being a human, we are not going to live forever. You have to pass the baton before you exist. That's all about leaving the legacy before you leave from the world. So, guys, what we discussed today, something a very depth. 3 weeks, 3 months, a complete program, complete personal coaching and group coaching program that will help you to elevate your skill set, to build your own digital marketing agency, or if you're a freelancer, you can simply hone your skill. Ask me this question. Maybe if you have a question, please post it on my Facebook. Let me answer in the question answer time. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this free? Maybe most of you may have this question. Why? I'm selfish. I'm a business person. I'm running a company. I'm a family man as well. I do have my commitment. Why I'm giving you my time? I think we discussed, no, isn't it? Building the kingdom and passing the baton. So which means when you're growing, when you're learning new things, you have to teach, you have to pass that knowledge to others, will improve your brain and memory's power to the next level. So which means if I'm learning something, I can only remember 40%. If I'm teaching you, I can boost it for 60%. But if I'm training you, practically I'm training you, hands-on training will improve. I mean, this is what we call as a reflection and recalibration. When it comes to NLP, it will improve the memory power 90%. I'm selfish. I want to improve my mind and mind remember and the power of remembering everything. So in order to do that, I want to spend time to train you guys. I want to spend my time to practically convey and sing my brain with you guys. This is the only thing that I'm having in my mind when it comes to, if you say, the behind the scene. And finally, leaving the legacy. Before I leave, before anything happened, being a human, like Silva method, I want to leave a legacy, like maybe people who can say, hey, I've been trained by Saranyan, I've been coached by Saranyan, I work with Saranyan. So these are things. Saranyan is a big shot, not a big shot. At least a person who did at least 0.001 percentage in digital marketing vertical. Because I'm not claiming myself as an expert. I'm not claiming myself as a guru. I'm still claiming myself as a avid learner. I don't stop. Still, I'm learning. I'm doing my own experiment. I'm learning. So this is the only thing that I'm trying to do throughout this program. And when it comes to the module, we have two different options. The first one, group coaching. Group coaching, let me pull the slide once again. For my coaching, you have two options. Don't get into the conclusion immediately. Let me give you the clarity about it. Group coaching, it's done by me weekly twice, 3 hours per week, which means I'm gonna spend 3 hours. I'm gonna burn my 3 hours of my time with you guys to pass the knowledge what I gained. Between every 3 hours, you have to commit yourself to stay with me. And first 3 modules you're gonna learn, because it is very important. I can't just simply go with 6 months or 1 year to train all these 6 modules. And you will get 2 practical assignments. What does it mean that? Which means I will give you my client task. I will give you an assignment where you can do an experiment. Because I used to work with largest corporates. I used to work with top digital marketing experts in the world as a R&D team member, where we spend a lot of our time without charging anything. We burn our nights to get data and pass it to the company, because this is where we have gained the knowledge. So likewise, I'm going to give you assignments where you're going to work for companies to get data and research and development records for them. So this will improve your practical skill. And you will get 7 days internship, virtual internship for digital marketing companies in US and Europe. You will work for them for 7 days. End of the day, they will give a feedback about your commitment, your result, your skill set that you gained, and your professionalism. And you will be trained by the practitioner, myself, and the people whom I admired when it comes to results. People who can actually deliver results will be with you. And we have another option, personal coaching and mentoring. And it will happen weekly twice, 6 hours per week. Total 6 module, I will cover entire module. And this is going to be a practical session, like I said before. 14 days internship. So which means you have to work for the companies for 14 days as an employee for them, but they are not going to pay you, because it is very, very important. Say an example, if you are trying to build a new company, you're trying to build a digital marketing company, you want to put yourself as an employee first to understand, because I grow this level as an employee. I worked as a laborer, I worked as a van driver before I start my career as a boss. So you have to put yourself as an employee first to understand your people in an empathetic way. So you're going to learn about how employee can work when it comes to digital marketing, how they will think, how you want to focus on these things. Then you will turn yourself as a founder. Then you can create your own platform and environment to give the best for your employees. And you will be trained by 3 people, myself and 2 founders. Those founders are the top experts in the digital marketing industry. Not an expert, but actually they are running the largest digital marketing companies, having more than 400 employees. They have employed more than 400 people in all over the world. So those people will spend their time with you. Okay, so now we did a calculation. The calculation based on the hours, how many hours we are gonna burn with you guys. So between for the group coaching, we're gonna spend almost 3 hours per week. Altogether, 6 weeks. Just imagine. And personal coaching, we're gonna spend our 3 months time, 2 to 3 months time, 6 hours per week. Hourly, we did a calculation, like a $40 per hour. It will go beyond $3,000. But giving everything free doesn't make any sense. What happened earlier on my second batch, I trained people without charging anything, with a one condition. When you're trained by Saranya, you can't sell this as a course to others. You have to pass this knowledge free of cost. What they did, they started as they built it as a course and they started selling it to others. When I approached them, why are you selling this as a course? They simply said, Saranya, sir, you didn't say that we can't sell it. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't want to give you everything free. But if if you already have a digital marketing experience or you're working as a freelancer, that's completely fine to join group coaching. But if you want to hone your skill to build your brand and work for better companies, delivering better results, wanted to deliver better results, personal coaching and mentoring is very important. 249, it is not for us. It is not even for the founders. 249, I'm gonna put 5 number of staff members who are going to coordinate with you to connect you and me throughout the platform. So likewise, giving free, it's not going to make any sense. If you really want to get a knowledge, if you really want to hone your skill, don't expect the quality will be free, because quality never comes free. That's what I'm trying to process on. What you can do, you have 2 options. You can pay 249 to me, or you can donate this 249 to any charities. You have 2 options. Charities, and give the receipt to me. Any charities should be a registered charity. Deposit the amount and show me the receipt. So you are eligible to join my personal coaching. And you have one more chance. Once you completed this program, if you feel this module is perfect, even if you feel this module is not perfect, you can simply request a refund. You have another chance for you. So only thing, I don't want to offer our time free. You want to feel this is something premium, then only you will commit. If you're paying, what you will do, you will commit. If you're joining the advanced things without committing yourself, I will be failing. It means I'm not able to deliver the result. That's difference between the group coaching and personal coaching. And personal mentoring is all about mindset, because learning without having a right mindset will never deliver a good result. That's the main reason I want to mentor you one-on-one about the life. Hope that makes sense. That's all from my end, guys. In case if you have any questions, if you love to join this program, I do have my own conditions as well. Let me share the screen once again. This is where you have to join. Um, I have created a separate WhatsApp group. Just copy this link. You have to join this WhatsApp group. I will be filtering. Okay. So what happened? I already did the brief for the third batch. I allowed only 40 people to join my Zoom conference. 36 people they showed up. They showed up. I did the same brief what I did today. And almost 32 people they sent me a request to join. 11 people they want to join my personal coaching. Rest of them they want to join my group coaching. But I have a problem because I can't just commit my time too much. I can onboard maximum 20 people for the group coaching, 5 people for the personal coaching. So which means, let me repeat that again. I want to make sure I'm spending the right time. I'm spending my time with right people. I want to make sure the people whom I'm spending my time are able to deliver the result, able to bring the result for themselves. So in order to justify everything, we have two options: join as a group, join within the group coaching or in the personal mentoring. So now what we are going to do, you are going to join this WhatsApp group. We're going to have another session end of the day, throughout the same WhatsApp group. We're gonna filter like at least 2 or 3 people. I can pick it from the group because we have already shortlisted the members from the yesterday one. Now I can add you if you are able to convince me. You have to convince me why you want to join this program. I mean, if you're joining my WhatsApp group, the same group, you have to write 3 things. Mention your name, put your LinkedIn profile or Facebook profile, write these 3 things in one line. Why you want to join this program? What are you trying to achieve throughout this entire 1.5 month program? And what you will do once you completed this module. Let me repeat that again. If you're joining this program throughout this link, there's a link I have posted here. You have to click on this link and you will be joining directly. You will be joining to the WhatsApp group. When you're joining the WhatsApp group, mention your name, put your LinkedIn URL or Facebook URL, and give me a clarity about why you want to join this program. What are you trying to join? What are you trying to do? And what you will do when you are done, when you are completing this entire module. Does that make sense? Is it clear? Have you copied this link? I will leave this screen for 10 seconds. Done. Group coaching, it's absolutely free. You're not going to pay anything. Personal coaching, yes. You have 3 options, like I said before. And with that, um, this is a WhatsApp group, guys. You have to join this group. Hope I have briefed you about the courses, the options, and also I briefed about the 6 module that we are going to learn. And I also briefed about what you will learn. And we also learned about, we also discussed about the 10 questions that you want to ask yourself. With that, my final closing notes. Please take a moment to think about you and what you have achieved so far. Whatever you have done in your life, that's completely fine. I mean, if you're not able to make a progress, that's completely fine. At least you learn to be idle, because most of us we don't do. At least you learn to be idle. You learn a lot of things so far. So now it's time to make it as an action. Build something that you love to do. With that, thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day ahead. Take care, guys.